Encode your DNA.
Salamat Kenji, damihan mo pa pag-share ng mahanap mo na true love mo.
Shoutout to you Kenji, maraming salamat. And guys, welcome back to Gamers Will Drive. Laruin natin ang Biomutant. Ano kaya magandang piliin dito? Galing yan, no? Ang daming, ano ito? Highlights, the regional developed therapeutic breed, a hybrid with gene mutation making them extra tough and resilient. Fifth, choose breed. Power of key appliance, their personic output. Margot is military lineage has gone to the direction where form appearance are dominate over function. Parang gusto ko si Rex. Rex is the development therapeutic breed. Even let's go for that Rex. Ilan to? Vitality 28. Straight 28. Hyla. Intellect. Ang taas nito. Charisma. Luck. 4%. Melee damage taas. K-Rex ba tayo? Physical mental challenge. Si Hyla, armor. So dito tayo kay Rex. Parang mas gusto ko to si Hyla. Primal. Parang gusto ko si Rex. Cheese bread. K energy. Mas marami siyang K. Gusto ko agility. Agility. Sino pa mataas na agility dito? Intellect, power, vitality, Rex, K energy. Mababa yung health tsaka armor niya. Melee damage mababa din. Energy regen. Tayo kay Rex. Okay, kay Rex tayo. Let's start the vault. To see more detailed explanation with effects tribute has press I. Press I. Okay, next.
Define your genetic structure.
Galing naman ito. Let's go, Kenji. Define structure. Define structure. Strength tayo. Modified. Agility. Intellect. Charisma, vitality, strength, brute, agility. Payat eh. Bumaba yung vitality. Strength niya 39. Agility 21, 41. Intellect, tapos agility. Regen. Ang baba ng strength. Then strength 52. Ito modified. Randomize. Vitality. Charisma, agility 10. Move speed 85. Aba. Gusto ko dito strength para mabilis ang damage, melee damage niya malaki. Tas agility. 40, 45. Ayan. Yan na lang. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay na yan. Confirm na yan.
Choose a genetic resilience.
Oh, hit. Meron pa palang genetic. Ano yung random? Ano saan dito yan nag-effect 10%? Biohazard hit. Gold. Choose resistant. Sa resistant ako sa hit o biohazard? Kung lahat. Okay. Oh, bawasan 5%. Hit. Yan, dyan tayo sa hit. Nice. Confirm.
Choose your first style.
Anong style? Style. Random natin. May random din no? Ang galing. Ang galing naman. Nakakatuwa naman. Yan, okay na yan.
Pick your main color.
Red.
Choose your detail color.
Brightness. Yan. Blue. Yan. Yan. Okay na yan.
Pick a class. Deadeye, Deadeye, Mercenary.
Dual wield skill equipped to different 100 melee weapons to dual wield them. Fury. Melee weapon attacks inflict 10% damage to target.
Deadeye.
Wah. May baril pa oh. Naka ano.
Commando.
Kaya lang strength ko melee damage eh.
Deadeye, Mercenary. Command Psyfreak.
Psyfreak. Ah, ang galing.
Saboteur.
Hypergenetic. Your dodge energy cost is reduced by 20%. Melee dual wields equipped to different 100 melee weapons to dual wield them.
Sentinel.
Oh, pucha, lupit.
Command Psyfreak. Commando.
Range weapon attack inflict 10% damage to the target.
Deadeye.
Instantly and your next magazine is granted 20%. Eh, may espada rin ako eh, oh. So, ano to?
Mercenary.
Yung armor
Deadeye.
ko. Ito na lang, no? Deadeye tsaka may espada. Mas maganda.
Commando.
Wala bang...
Psyfreak. Mercenary. Sentinel. Psyfreak. Saboteur.
Dual wield skill equipped to different 100 melee weapon to dual wield them. Reduced by 20%. Ito na lang. The silver grip. Twin silver grip.
Command
Pero mas
Deadeye.
gusto ko si Deadeye, oh. Kaysa kay Saboteur.
Deadeye.
You will choose life outside law and society.
Saboteur.
Suburban wilderness. Saboteur na lang.
Saboteur chosen.
Ready to start? Ano yung rotate? Back nga
Pick
natin.
a command Deadeye.
Deadeye na lang. Perfect. My reward is your next mark is granted. Kaya lang melee damage nga ako eh. Intellect, agility, charisma, luck.
Deadeye chosen.
Saan yung baril ko? Okay, okay na
Sounds
yan.
good.
Yes, sounds good. Haha. Tapos na ba tayo?
Salamat Israel Lim, damihan mo pa pag-share ng mahanap mo na true love mo.
Yun, no? Sige.
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
Ah, double jump oh. May double jump pa. Nice.
We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living.
Stop. Choosing a path in life, stop working the road where you make a choice and simply stop living.
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Color me light blue for freedom, loyalty, strength, and power. Dito na lang. Gi.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise, an echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Okay.
Seems more like you're being light-headed if you ask me, but you'll come around eventually.
Okay.
But what comes around goes all the way back around. So, it's better to stick to your instincts. You can't fight what's in your nature.
Okay.
In your nature, and here I was hoping we'd be all about
Sino
natural
na to?
selection, survival of the strongest, and so forth. If that's not instinct, then I don't know what is.
Naghihinto kaya yung ano ko?
Natural selection is all about evolution and progress. And as soon as there's enough light, darkness will disappear.
Darkness will disappear. Okay. Light. Ganun. Pause muna tayo, saglit lang ha. Saglit lang. Bagalata ng net ko ngayon ha.
Salamat Daryl Albo Race, damihan mo pa pag-share ng mahanap mo na true love mo.
Parang pangit yung reception sa akin yun ha. Play. Lagi nag-i-interrupt. Sa Facebook kaya to?
Right is always right.
Right.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Oh, kalaban. Roll. Hop, roll. Ah, galing. Hunter Sweep. Grabe naman, bigas naman yan. Jump. Ang galing.
Better make a run for it. This is
Right.
not the time nor place to end this story.
Wala nang pala. Takbo! Yung prelude pa lang pala yun, yung kanina. So, welcome back again mga tropa pits sa Gamers Ultra Hype. Ang feature natin ngayon ay Biomutant. Sana magustuhan nyo rin to. Hindi ko pa ito nalalaro, so pare-pares na natin unang makikita to. Ang tagal naman ng loading niya. Pero okay yung graphics niya, ano. Kahit na, ano siya, tag niya na comics o hindi naman parang comics pero maganda pagka 3D niya. Hindi ko alam kung paano ko i-comment yung graphics niya. Medyo light shady. Tapos deep graphics, maganda yung physics niya. Ayos na rin.
This time,
Tagal
it
mag-load.
was best
Oh,
to
may light.
run
Masyado
and
siyang
live
light.
to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
So mag-i-explore din tayo, kukuha tayo ng mga item. Weapon add-on. Next. Ayos to Damage. To attach the specific, select through the consumable quick item to open the menu. 1. Next. Ah, okay. So, palit ng bala. Okay, got it. Inventory, consumable, gear. You can change equipment and weapon. Part of the body can be geared up with equipment for inventories. Your favorite can be saved and output menu. Alright. You can sort your gear according to different stats. You can scrap the highlight piece of gear for crafting of the resources. Okay, no item. Wala man tayo item. Outfit. Dead eye jacket. Huh? Ano to? Ba't nahubad yan? Okay. Automation. Function. Appearance. Ah, flashlight siya. Glider turret. Ah, pwede siya maging turret, oh. Wow. Pwede. Gear. Wala tayong gear. So, wala. Inventory. Kailang gamit natin. Wala nang iba. Map. Gear. Okay. Oh, meron pa dito. You found a medic supply bag like this contain item that could heal you. Does it automatically regenerate combat? You have to use consumable fight or ways to heal. Okay. Got it. Health patch, common, regen 50, duration 5 seconds. Okay, take it on. Saan? Ah, ito. Use. Okay. Electric mode. Okay. Ano meron dito? Anong meron diyan? Energy pack. Yay!
At least you're not coming out of this empty-handed.
Okay, let's do this. Punta na tayo doon. Ano doon? Meron. What's it in there? Wala. Okay. Akit na kami. Ah, automatic na siya up. Pag nadikit siya doon, up na. Yung cricket ko, sana yung cricket ko? Halika rito, sumakay ka sa akin. Sumama ka. Sludge Soaker. Remember to parry enemy attacks when the enemy attacks use lightning bolt flashing above their heads. Press.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Ah! Loko ka, ah. Whoa!
Nice shot.
Yari ka. Hahaha. Do the healing items. Fallen. Energy pack. Yes. Take all. Okay. Next. Dito. Meron pa ako na-kill dito eh. Saan yun? Ayun. Alright.
handy.
Waste cling. Explore the lodge. Explore? What I will explore? Ay! Bawasan ako ng buhay dyan. Wala na may explore. Oil depot. Baka dito.
Sharp steel.
Nahuli ako. Shucks. Yari ka. Lakas kaya ng ano ko. Yes.
Finding things both here and there.
Yes. Regen. Ay. Yes, may regen ako. Yeah. Pwede pala yun. Okay. Okay. Kaboom! Nice! Now I know! Haha! Now we know. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Ba't nag-i-interrupt yung ano ko? Yung live stream? Nag-i-interrupt yung live stream ko. Hindi ko ma-view dito sa ano ko sa screen. Okay lang ba dyan sa inyo? Uy! Saan yun? So many ka carry large shield you can spread before you can deal damage to the enemy. Okay. Saan yun? Okay. Wow, upgrade points, level 2. Nice one. Saan yung isa? Okay, wala ba? Ano yun? ba ako pwede mag-scan ng area? Kung may item ako. Map, character up. When you level up, you can increase attribute choose by 10. Pick which attribute you want to increase from the list. Okay, by 10. Strength, intellect, agility, charisma, luck. Oh. Vitality. Oh, intelligent power, key energy. Agility 65 na eh. Strength tayo. O vitality. Barter, agility, charisma, barter. Barter ng mga item. Okay, got it. Unlock skill kung perk minute is gain combat and by completing quest level. What about this vitality? Wow. What about this strength? Strength. Sige, strength tayo.
Getting jacked.
You learn upgrade points. Close combat, range combat. Special. Guns. Feather flight, change dance. Finish your melee chain by fan firing your gun. Huh? 4. Input sequence. 5 bursts of bullet after double jumping. But shoot with current equipped weapon. Jump and shoot direction of input. Sliding. Shot direction of input. Finish your melee chain by fan firing. Input. Okay. Unlock natin to. Eh, kailangan natin to. 2. So, isa pa lang. Hintayin na natin to. Praying mantis. Ito na lang. Hintayin na natin yan. Close combat through hand slash unarmed. Ano yung unarmed? Galing oh. Attack hitting with a fill up super womb for icon. Input sequence. Ta-ta-ta. F. Fill up super power. Galing! Ito na lang. Dalawang ano. Sige, yan na lang. Yes. Zero na. Basic melee. Close count to 1 slash. Wow, galing. Galing. Perks? Meron ba perks? Dead Eye. Okay. Examine the door. Kahit pa hinto yung stream ko, live video interrupted. Ano? Kaya
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Crowbar. Ang gagawin ko sa crowbar? Take all. Saan yung crowbar? Two. Damage. Okay. 3. Okay. Examine the door. Galing.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Okay. Nice one.
Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Okay, alis tayo. Wala bang mga hidden item dito?
The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
You can your way performing special okay.
Fists of Fury.
Ooh, gagaling! Ah, tinamaan ba ako? Ay, ano ba yan? Nalilito ako.
Made that one dead.
Wow!
Knuckle.
Yari ka sa akin. Ay! Tinamaan ako. Wow! You observe the bioblob. There are points used to unlock. You collect bioblob defeating morts and finding container various places in the world. You can use your biolobs to unlock special power anytime you access the limitation part of the menu. Okay. Ah, bio points. Okay, yung pala yung pagpapalevel niya. Okay. Ah. Saan yung ano ko? Espada ko. Yun. No range whip. Wala na akong bala. Ano yun?
Don't let go.
Ah, meron dun. Ayun o, ano yan? What is that? Ah! What? Sayang. Kunin natin yon. Okay. 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 Head pa. Yes. Mm. Get to bunker. Okay, bunker tayo.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
So may puzzle din. Moves left 10. Okay.
Salamat Aljan Del Mar, damihan mo pa pag-share ng mahanap mo na true love mo.
Also, intellect ko, ano ba intellect ko? Okay. Rotate, E. Okay.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Ah! So, may ilang...
There are
ilang
few
moves
records
lang.
of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. After the old village was destroyed and you disappeared, a struggle between the families erupted, and over time, the disciples turned against each other.
ja Malua.
Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree. Asks if you are tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or NONO, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The NONO prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding. You've found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The NONO's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the NONO as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the NONO, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The NONO are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of NONO out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree. Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over the 12 months to come, so countless, he'd say. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree. Now that you've seen the NONO's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Mooma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater: the Mekton, the Octopod, The Majute and the Googlide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here. He worries there won't be much left to
Nika
save
Lim,
if this
salamat sa
continues,
pag-like. I-share
even
mo
if
na
the
rin
Tree
para
of Life
i-like din ni
survives
Crush.
the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important. Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. Myriad is convinced that defeating the World Eaters is the only way the world can be saved, but they've been forced to focus on their rivalry with the Jagni tribe. Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Salamat Nikalim, damihan mo pa pag-share ng mahanap mo na true love mo.
It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. Keep hammering away. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. That's it. Work your way up. That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Cautions you that the Sifu may be a little impatient today, as bad news has just come in from the front line.
Sibi? La fanen akin kalman. Gerat na fal hutut mus. Tugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next, and that's something you have in common. He's convinced you've returned for a reason, and is glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life. He was hoping you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good to others. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe. The Jagni tribe may believe that fear and hatred will lead them to domination. A vanquisition of the tribes and destruction of the Tree of Life won't be the restart they want. It's just an end to everything. Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war.
Geratna fala hutut.
You need to take the struggle to the enemy, or the enemy will bring it to you. When survival is threatened, there's no other option left but war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Galata fole.
You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks.
Wa pala misa. Vale wala papa, but were yonke.
Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. They passed the point of no return as their words lost power and see no other way forward than using violence to combat violence. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good. Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help. Even though it's now a different place from a different time, it is a place that'll make you remember. You have things to do, places to go to. Says you should take it easy. Guess you still want more than that. Says if you like to go out on the surf, you should find goop. Has plenty to do, so no worries. Figures things must be bad if you're out in the dark like this. Understands you have other places you need to go. shines happy that the myriad can count on a friend as bright as you. Seems surprised you have to go. Claims to have strange things from the dead zone that are so rare they need to be seen to be believed. Says you came to the right place. They only stock products of the finest quality. Says it's quiet around here. Let's see. That's the Myriad Fort. There's a serenity about this spot. It's a place for rest and recovery, when day can become night, and
Pavian Carolison, salamat sa pag-like, i-share mo na rin para i-like din ni Crush.
let's see. Let's see. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Right between the eyes. time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Then he wants you to know that if you find yourself going through bad times, you should just keep going. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing, but fortunately he's here to give you a helping hand. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be honored. He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? Way to go. Don't let the sound of the waves drown out your spirit. But you need practice. Lots of practice. Great things usually happen to those who never stop trying. He hopes you'll be one of them. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. You can never try too hard. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that Wang Fu is in your blood. You should know, practice makes perfect. As long as it doesn't kill you, it'll only make you stronger. She'll see you at the village square. She says that's good. With a passion for learning, you'll never cease to grow. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. Being nice comes easy for him. That doesn't make it less important. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He's happy to hear that from someone that's a part of the coming generation. You owe it to yourself to protect the environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some. He wonders what usefulness you found. He says every little thing counts. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. He says only a few are willing to do the little things, but if you make enough of them, they can have a big impact too. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start. You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He believes being considerate will help you feel at peace with yourself. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. He thinks mastering the 6 weapon styles of Wang Fu is more than enough for anyone. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on right. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future.
Moni basa.
She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone.
Mustiki muhka sana yote.
She won't live forever, you know that. But she intends to make the most of every day she gets, especially the ones you share together.
Apli tonomuta. Kana munta.
You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her.
Anson bara.
She wants you to understand that whatever path you choose in life, you must stay true to yourself. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. That makes him wonder why you were here looking for it. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. You'll have to face pain at some point. He offers to help you get it over with.
Amu.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
Tukonda.
She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapon training at sunrise tomorrow, so they'll need all the rest they can get.
Asil natu.
The most important thing is that you're okay.
Drumble marsa maunu.
It's time to focus on your training now.
Kamonu. Puri kumbala muma.
She said it before, Wang Fu will keep your body in good health, and that's how you keep your mind strong and clear. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. He heard you helped Gizmo clean up. He's proud of you. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to accept responsibility for your own actions and future. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics. He's curious to see what you found. He's all for renewal and has even considered making the trip out into the wilds to look for a bionuclear spool and refresh his DNA. He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. Thinks some are and some aren't. One thing's for sure, though, your Mooma thinks it all takes up too much space in the house. He says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found. The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. He knows she's already proud of you and everything you've achieved so far. You should take it with you, wear it to practice. He thinks you should. She'll be proud of you. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this.
Inadabsunka?
Your Mooma says it's about time you got here.
Inyavaldo.
Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be.
Kanamunt dropalo.
She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down.
Anora kapapon. Kensib.
But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back.
Asana yotutupu.
Wants you to prove that with some practice first.
Asana yotutupu.
Your Mooma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Tukonda.
Thanks you for being such a good student.
Pialtu ma kalino?
Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz.
Kototuku. Asadurutu.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
Monibasa.
Says he's always thought so well of you, just like her. Catchy.
Asana yotutupu.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful. Figuring that out is half the fun.
Tukonda kentsib.
A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device.
Pala.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
Masana.
You're lucky to have such a fine helper with you.
Kanamun.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Arialoche nui mumera.
Says a good rest makes you ready for tomorrow. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming. Lupa Lupin is a problem older than you. Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead. She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. History has finally caught up with her. She had a life before you were born, you know. Darker and less fun. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity, when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. Feeling stronger every day. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose.
Zabatiabel Plarike Prikjoa Rak Roktuibe.
You gave them no choice but to take it down, even though they'd planned to take the Fluff Hulk out to the Farfnaki leaves and let it go.
Me Kumakul Tui Tapletsia.
They've received news a Ronin had strengthened their ranks and were looking forward to meeting you.
Woutwan Platsie.
A group of myriad crusaders already headed out to Jagni's Mercadorpus outpost and are waiting for you there.
Tussate Temesu.
You should hurry there and help them best the outpost.
Beveg Bepa Man para Popak.
You complete them. From this point on, the Myriad is unbroken.